What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the JR Experience. I want to come to you with a brand new video. You see the topic, long distance relationships. Can they work? It's been on my mind today. I want to come to you and give you my thoughts. You know what? I have a little bit of experience with this. My last two relationships have been long distance, so I know a little something. And can they work? Yeah. You know why? Because in any relationship, if two people want to be together, they'll be together. Without a doubt, they'll be together. If two people are committed and love each other to the utmost, okay, they love each other that, but they will be together. There's nothing that can break them up. If they want to be, they will be. So if they live next door to each other, or they live from here to Chicago, if they want to be there, some way somehow they'll make sure they're together. Okay. Now, in saying that, long distance got to have these two keys. In most all relationships, you have to have these two keys. In long distance, this is even more heightened because you're not going to see each other on the physical form. That person's not going to be there when you want them to be there. The person's not going to be there when it's a great day and you want somebody to celebrate with. That person's not going to be there. When you're sad, having a bad day, and you want somebody to confide in right next to you, that person's not going to be there. And can you handle that? And can you go into a relationship knowing that? Can you mentally prepare yourself knowing that it's not going to be there for you? So you got to mentally prepare yourself. So you got to have these two keys. You got to have commitment. You got to be committed. You got to be all in. You can't half-ass when it comes to long distance. You got to go all in. You can't be no fooling around. Can't be messed around doing these side things, going out. You can't be playing games. You got to be all in because you know that you know what, I really like this person or you love this person, and I want this thing to work, and I want us to come together at one point, somewhere down the road. I want to be with this person one day, and be together in the same house or in the same city one of these old days. So you gotta be fully committed. Second, you gotta have communication. If you don't have any communication in any relationship, nothing's gonna work. Bad communication will end a relationship real fast. But long distance, all you have is communication because you do not have the physical form. All you have is the phone calls, the text messages, the Facebook messages, the Twitter DMs and Twitter messages, whatever. You have to use everything at your disposal. Skype, use it. Use it. It can come in handy. You have to use it. You have to use it to keep the spice up, keep things going, so you can see each other. Okay, know the person that is real. You seen the show Catfish? Use Skype. Use Skype. So you see this person like, okay, you look like your pictures. Yep, all right. You know, I don't want no camera in my face, and it's some other person. So you gotta use it. Use it. I gotta use everything to keep things going, to keep things going on one accord, going the right way, keeping things flowing. The communication has to be damn near flawless because you can't just be on the phone with each other and just having little small conversations like, hey, how are you? All right, love you. No, you got to have long conversations. You got to have one of them conversations where you like back in high school and you like this on the phone with your ear to the phone, almost the damn near going to sleep type of conversations. Long conversations. You got to get everything out in the open. You got to know what's happening in the person's life, what is happening, what's going on the next day, and you just have to have that open dialogue. You got to have it free flowing, and you have to enjoy each other's conversation. Because if you don't enjoy the person's voice, then you can't be communication. You got to enjoy everything about that person because the person's not there physically. Now, that's probably a good thing because you do not have the physical. So you have to get to know each other on an intellectual level, on a heart-to-heart level, soul-to-soul, person-to-person type level, because you don't have the physicality. So you get to know a person deeper than you would probably if the person was near. Because if you just jump right into sex and all that could just mess things up. So later on down the road, you can get to that. So it can be kind of a blessing in disguise, you can say. That you can have that type of flow relationship because you know each other at a deeper level. Okay, say it already. Now, another thing, you must have the P word. Okay, and I'm talking about a plan. You got to have a plan. A man without a plan has nothing. You got to have a plan. When are you going to see each other? How are you going to see each other? When is it going to happen? Are we going to see each other once a week? Are we going to see each other once every 2 weeks? Are we going to see each other every weekend? Are we going to see each other once every few months? My situation, I was 3,000 miles away. So miles every couple of months or so. Okay, yeah, I know 3,000 miles away. I know how did I make it work? I don't know how we did it, but we tried our best though. Obviously, I'm single, so it didn't work. But just letting you know, where we tried to make it work for as much as I could. It worked for both of us as long as we could do it. You catch my drift? If two people want to make it work, they'll make it work. Okay. If it don't work, it don't work. Learning experience. I learned from it. She learned from it. Hey, we move on. Now, gotta have a plan. When are you gonna see each other? And then when you make that plan, when you guys make that plan and it's written in stone, make it work consistently. Try and stick to the plan as much as possible. So you know when you're going to see the person, you can mark your calendar, mark it, and knowing in your mind, okay, 2 months from now, they'll be here. And they count down the days, knowing that person's going to be there. So that anticipation. Now, they do say, maybe long distance sometimes, being without the person, the heart grows fonder. To an extent, it also can make a person back away. You're not around the person, you're not there, so sometimes you allow somebody else to walk through the door. That's a whole other situation. That's when commitment and trust comes in. You gotta trust that the other person's not doing that. And don't get in a long distance relationship if you are what's the word I'm looking for? If you are paranoid, long distance relationship is not for you. Okay, can't be paranoid. You gotta just trust and just go and just walk out on faith that this person ain't cheating on you. But you have the plan in place. And everything, you got the commitment, you have the communication, you have a good plan in place when you're going to see each other. Then when you guys do get together and you see each other, and you always, when you long distance and you finally meet that person and you guys click, that's a beautiful thing. When you've been talking on the phone for all this time, then you finally meet each other and click, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And you click and you enjoy each other, it really is great. And then from there, when you do see each other, you have to make the most of it. Make the most of it. Do things you want to do before. Go see things you want to go see. Go all out. Go to great restaurants. Go to amusement parks. Go to go to the movies. Go to shows. Go to different concerts. Do the most. Enjoy it. Enjoy each other. Because when you're not with the person, on a month-to-month basis or weeks at a time, months at a time. When you do see each other, you're making up for lost time. So one day is like 1 week. 2 days is 2 weeks. So you gotta do a lot in a little bit of time. So you got to enjoy each other's company and make the most of it. Now, even doing all that, and you guys have a great relationship and just be far away, this is the kicker that messes up long distance relationship. Somebody has to make a move. Somebody has to make that commitment and say, who is it going to be? Who's going to draw a line and say, because once it's going to come, well, when are you going to come move here? Or when are you going to come move with me? Or when are you going to move here? That's where they come, because major decisions have to be made. And that's what kills long distance relationship. Because there's sometimes circumstances that are out of your control that maybe you cannot move. Or some things out of that person's control where they can't move. And it's a difficult already being apart. And then you add that element. And you don't want that doubt to come in. Well, are we ever going to be together at the same place at the same time? Are we ever going to move in with another? Are we ever going to, where's the future? Because you got to see the future in the beginning. And if the future does not, if the future does not show itself quick enough sometime, it can fizzle. The relationship starts to fizzle. So a lot of things can come in to just mess the relationship up. That throws a wrench in it. And that's usually the major wrench, because major decisions have to be made. It's not necessarily with the cheating and have to worry about the other person. If you have any type of inkling that may be happening, you should move on. But even if it's a perfect thing, even if it's going great, that little wrench right there, those major decisions, somebody has to make that move, that's what gets a relationship. That's what gets it. So that's my thoughts. I'll say one more thing. Do I recommend it on this relationship? You know what? You can find love in many different forms. So in many different ways, especially these days, people are doing things very unconventionally. So people are all looking for it in different ways. And if it's there and you feel like if you can do it, go do it. If you feel like it's good for you, go try it. You live and you learn. You only live once, so you don't want to miss out on any opportunity and say what could have been. So try. I know we did. We tried. Me and my ex, but me and her didn't work. So, but you live and you learn. But hey, this is the JR Experience. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments in the comment box. Rate this video. Subscribe to my channel. Many more videos to come. I'll holler at y'all later. You guys have a great, very, very Merry Christmas. All right. Much love. All right. Holler at y'all later. Peace. I'm through.